Sorry, Kiwi, I'm alive too. I don't know whether Angus made a video. I'm a bit behind on the YouTubes, but I'm here. I'm still alive. I haven't died. I've had a few near-death experiences though. So the first time I nearly died, I was 10, not 8, no not 8, like 12, 10, something like that. I was up at the snow, I was skiing at Mount Buller, and my instructor decided that we were ready to go ski one of the black runs. It was one of the first few black runs I'd ever skied, and on the way over you kind of have to traverse across the top this like little track, and then it goes down into like quite a steep run. Being Australia, the snow was ice and it was very slippery, and about halfway around this traverse to go down, I just lost it. My skis slid from under me and I slid and I slid and I slid and I slid some more. I was, you know, like screaming and panicking, and eventually I managed to stop, and I looked around and I was like maybe 5-10 meters from a tree that I would have slid straight into. And then I kind of freaked out because my instructor and the rest of my lesson group was like all the way back up the top of the hill that I just slid down. So I'm just kind of sitting at the bottom of this slope crying, and the next thing I know my sister appears beside me, and she'd went to grab someone's ski pole that they dropped and started sliding down, lost her balance and slid down behind me, so that was fun. And then my instructor left the rest of the group at the top and skied down to us, made sure we were all okay, which we were. Like, I'd lost my skis, but I got them back on, it was fine. And then I had to sidestep all the way back up the icy, horrible slope that I just slid down, so that was a fun 20 minutes. Instructor I had though, he was great. He, you know, stayed behind me the whole way, so if I slipped, I fell into him rather than falling back down the slope. And when my parents came to pick me and my sister up at lunchtime, he was so apologetic because he's like, I almost lost both of them. But we're okay, and every time I see him since then, he always yells out at me, have you been down men's downhill lately, Marnie? How you going? So, you know, it all turned out alright. It's a fun experience, it's all good. Yeah. I'm sure I could tell you more stories, but my arm really hurts and I can't be bothered, so goodbye.